Welcome to Phazon Labs, the internet's premier Metroid Futurist podcast, powered by the World 1-1 Podcast Network. I am, as always, your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder, and joining me in the lab yet again this week is Michael Boost Ball Bumpkin Brown.
All right.
That's a 4-point alliteration score. I am awesome today. And every week here at Phazon Labs, we bang our space rocks together to make a new Metroid game that we wish we could play and probably will never get to play, but maybe one day in an alternate reality. Who knows? It's already happened. Whether or not it's canon, that's up to you, but we don't talk about that. No. So, this week, we're jumping in, and I saw this come across my Facebook feed in the Metroid Dread posting group, so shout out to all y'all sweet motherfuckers, except you canon posting assholes. Fuck you. Stop it. It's old. And the idea came up of Dark Samus versus the SAX to see who is the ultimate doppelganger villain. And I was thinking with the idea going, okay, how do you turn this into a playable format? And it occurred to me, a couple of pieces could be cherry picked from a few other things and essentially put together. So this clearly strikes me as a multiplayer game, head-to-head of sorts. But to keep it in genre, my thought is you can do a 1v1 multiplayer game where the map is randomized a la Robot Named Fight. Except instead of, one player working towards one end goal from one start point, you've got each player starting at different parts of the map trying to get to a center point, for lack of a better word, or at least, a mutual end goal. And in said end goal, they end up squaring off against the actual Samus, and whoever manages to actually take out Samus is declared the ultimate doppelganger villain.
No, that should be a three-way fight. That you guys should all arrive at the same time. There is an alternate version of this, though, that we could do. A la Breath of Fire 4.
Okay.
There's the concept that instead of it being a multiplayer game, you can literally jump back and forth between each at the different points of where they're at.
Okay.
Yeah. And, sorry, I'm distracted as shit right now. Still waking up. But, they can literally start at different points in the map. And, as I said, they could both be working towards the same, as you said, they could be working towards the same center point. But, I don't know. It could be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it just, in a 1v1 format so that nobody can ever, memorize the map and get a total leg up.
I do like
that whole randomization really spoke to me in the thought process there.
Yeah.
But it's something where it should be manageable, that you can do it reasonably within a couple of hours. And I kind of think it's interesting too, just to think about the idea of a 1v1 game where a single round lasts a couple of hours, because most multiplayer stuff is real quick. It's done and over in 10 minutes max?
Yeah.
So you've really got to set into a game for the long haul. I think that would be really interesting. Because
gameplay style are you looking at here? Because I'm picturing this still a Metroidvania.
I'm feeling 2D. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, still a Robot Named Fight Metroidvania style.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly that. Where and the other piece too would be that not each player does not get every power up. So there's a total pool, and it's basically divvied up. You you get this one, you get that one. You get this one, you get that one.
Okay.
So that, so each game, it randomizes what you do and don't get as well.
So you could be walking in with advantages and disadvantages.
Exactly. Which means it changes up how you have to play and how you have to think going into that final fight with Samus. But that was what was rocking around my my brain box this week when you and I started talking about that for a minute or two. I'm like, no, I could come up with something for this, and I would totally be into it. Like a PvP Metroidvania is an untapped idea in the genre as far as I know.
Yeah.
Like I know there's some co-op ones, like you've got Guacamelee as one. I know there's a couple of others that I'm blanking on names at the moment, but that one in particular, you've got two right there that are up to 4-player co-op. So, but a PvP aspect on this just hasn't really been done. And I kind of want this now. Like, this is a thing that you and I could play multiplayer on, happily.
Right.
Alternatively, too, the final fight with Samus couldn't start until both players arrived. And then you're both trying to kill Samus, and you totally pull a Castle Crashers. And once Samus is dead, you're fighting each other.
Okay. Now, the only way I'm okay with that, though, is if you Castle Crashers up the art style for that.
Yes. I would totally be interested in seeing there. Oh, dude, there's another idea for a different day too. Where I'm just gonna tuck that away. Smart people will know where this is going, and leave a comment on the Twitter at Phazon Labs and tell me if you think you know where this is going, and we'll see if you're right when it comes time in a couple of weeks. So, but who knows? Maybe if you get it right, I'll dig up like an eShop card or something. So that could be fun. But yeah, no, that's not a bad thought either. Not to mention, now I just want to see somebody do some artwork, some Metroid fan art in the Castle Crasher style. I could totally see some of the bosses from this series being great in as Castle Crasher style bosses too.
Crocomire.
Right.
Crocomire,
Kraid.
Because Crocomire's already like halfway there anyway.
He really is. God, is he ever?
Basically, all I gotta do is put a bow on his head and cutesy him up a little bit.
He's almost like the inverse of a T-Rex. Like, he's short and stumpy, but he actually got the long arms.
Yeah.
So.
He doesn't like hot baths.
Nope. Here's to the unsung hero of Super Metroid bosses. Him and Spore Spawn. Next time, just to make sure he gets his dues, Crocomire's coming back and wielding Spore Spawn as a weapon.
Acceptable.
Yes.
And he got big like Kraid did.
Right. Tell you what, Kraid kind of really let himself go there, didn't he?
Fatty.
I love how this has just devolved into the Metroid Comedy Hour.
Yeah, what's new?
The Phazon Funny Farms. But so, what do you think? Anything else we should toss into this weird amalgamation that we've concocted?
I think we should. I think we need to go the straight up robot named fight route and have a huge number of power ups that are just random, completely random, like you said.
Mm-hmm. They put a real cool spin on the whole randomizer concept that the genre's played with for decades now.
They did, and it worked really well.
Mm-hmm. So,
especially for a game that I paid 99 cents for.
Right. That's going to be coming up on an episode of I'd Play That for $1 at some point in the nearish future too. So, something else to keep your ears peeled for, y'all.
Uh-huh.
But
speaking of which, I spent. Well, I'll talk about it later. Never mind.
Fair enough. Right. So, Here's my question. Oh, you know what? Be kind of cool. If like the closer your starting points have the art style start in old 8-bit Nestroid, and the closer you get to that, center fight, the more the visuals start shifting from 8 to 16 to Game Boy Advance into the Dread engine.
Okay.
Just for fucking fun.
No, I think if we're going to do something like that, there should be a storyline reason for it.
There should, and I can't come up with one yet for it, but the visual concept makes me happy inside, and I want to put it somewhere.
Like some kind of universal crash or collapse.
There's an idea to work on for a while. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get there. There's no way we don't get there. We got the war song finally, so we'll get there. That took months. But it was fucking worth it. So, well, I think that brings us to the last bit here where we got to come up with a name for the son of a bitch. And this is a rare occasion where I honestly don't have one off the top of my head.
I got nothing.
Oof. Oh, God.
What's the story reason for Dark Samus going up against SAX?
I have exactly none. I literally just want it to fucking exist because it feels awesome.
Okay, then at that point, we should just call it Metroid. This is fucking cool.
Nope, I got it. It's here now. It's hitting my brain box.
Listen.
Metroid Duality.
Okay, I think that works.
It does. So, well, I do feel we've successfully banged together with duct tape and good intentions another awesome fucking Metroid game. So, whoever loses this fight between Dark Samus and SAX has to deliver this pitch to Sakamoto's office in the morning.
Okay.
Deal. Well, with all that said, I want to say thank you to my lab partner, Michael. Thank you to everybody that tuned in this week. If you like this and you want more of this and you want to check out some of the other stuff that we do, make sure you hit subscribe and slide us into your RSS feed, or subscribe and all notifications and whatever else. If you're checking us out on YouTube, you can, as always, find us on Podbean and Good Pods and Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts and all your other favorite podcatchers. We drop new episodes of Phazon Labs every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So a great way to start your day with Metroid Mondays with Phazon Labs, and tons of other great stuff throughout the week here over at the World 1-1 Podcast Network. Press start to engage your mind. See you next mission. Peace!